a few years ago when Dankula got arrested, I was a member. Well, I wasn't a member then, but I became a member later on of Sargon's Discord server. And I was so genuinely afraid that like Dankula was first, that they were going to come for Sargon and Paul Joseph Watson next. That I was like trying to like, hey, British, based British people, leave. They're coming for you. Come to the United States where we have codified free speech. It's not perfect, but it's better than fucking Turf Island. And I mean, I actually kind of it's funny. I actually like the Turks. I like the Turfs. Like not a lot. Like obviously, if you sit me down with a Turf and we talked it out, I'd probably hate that bitch. But like from the outside looking in, kind of like watching the blood sport, I'm rooting for the Turfs. You know.
I'm a bit confused in that whole thing, to be honest with you, because I'm not for like the whole, I guess what you'd call the transgender agenda.
Yeah.
Yes, but like I don't oppose on principle, like the idea that like there's actual people with gender dysphoria out there.
No, it's a genuine medical issue, but like we have to stop treating it like it's just born this way and start treating it like schizophrenia. Like, yeah, you were born with schizophrenia, but we don't encourage you to listen to the voices in your head.
Yep. But anyway, fucking
but
whatever.
Like
that's a whole other fucking field. That it's just look, I'm too small brain for that shit.
But yeah, no, but so yeah, I was genuinely trying to get like a movement going to try to convince Sargon and Paul Joseph Watson to immigrate. Like seriously, like guys, fucking immigrate. Like you guys have got the capital, you've got the support here in the United States. There's land.
Wasn't there a meme about Sargon working at Applebee's? Then he should immigrate to go work at Applebee's because.
I mean, I never saw that, but that sounds hilarious.
Oh, it's great. It's good shit. Like, I mean, it's part of like some big retarded fucking I guess you'd call it like a gay drama war between him and Jim, Mr. Medicare.
Oh,
but,
yeah, but what's going on between Sargon of Akkad and Mr. Medicare was the first thing that popped up on DuckDuckGo when I typed in Sargon works at Applebee's.
Well, yeah, there you go. But yeah, like I think, look, I like Jim, but he participates in as much drama as much as he says that he hates drama. It's like, yeah, you're kind of a liar.
Yeah, he likes to pick fights with people for the views.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way he shit all over Sargon was just meh.
Yeah, that's his shtick. It works for him, so good for him.
Yeah, I like his content. I don't subscribe, but when it recommended, I check it out.
Oh no, it's fucking great. Like I first heard of it when like during the whole Gamergate days, and I started like digging into his
internet back when he was called Internet Aristocrat.
Yep. Yeah, and then before that, he's like me good games good, me bad, I think his first name was.
Yeah, he's a chameleon, but it's always Jim.
But
I kind of Internet Aristocrat, I really liked that handle, and I kind of wish he stuck with that one.
Yeah, but he is gay, so there's that. He keeps saying, "Oh yeah, I don't like getting too much of a following." It's like, you do know that the people who've known you from the beginning are just gonna stick. It doesn't matter how many.
I mean, not only that, but at the but also the fact that he's not given up on Mr. Medicare means he's pretty much settled in that he's going to build an audience with one name. So
yeah, probably. Like, I mean, it's been what, like 5-6 years since he got back as Mr. Medicare. So
something like that. But anyway, yeah, I seriously want, because I was like, man, land is dirt cheap and you make a lot of money. Both of you make a lot of money, and I'm just like, like Paul Joseph Watson, you already work for Alex Jones. Just move to Texas.
Why Texas? Florida, man, Florida.
Well, yeah, Florida, yes, but I mean,
Florida. Let's go.
But also, but at the reason why I say Texas for Paul Joseph Watson is because
time
that actually work at InfoWars instead of being a contributor that lives and works in the United Kingdom. But I mean, and then Boris got and then the referendum came around and Boris got elected, and I was just all like, or the Brexit referendum, and Boris got elected, and I'm just like, okay, all right. And then like UKIP let Sargon and Dankula join, and I'm just like, okay, maybe UKIP or
Maybe
maybe
there's hope.
maybe there's
Yeah.
hope. And clearly Carl's not going to give up. He's too patriotic. He'll be in the gulag. He'll go to the gulag before he flees the country, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
it's good,
very
but at
very
the same time, it's
patriotic.
like, eh. Well, talking about like general free speech matters. I don't know. Have you ever heard of some Australian YouTuber named Friendly Jordies?
No, I can't say that I have.
Oh, okay. Well, he's in a bit of shit at the moment because I think one of his staff, like not him himself, but one of his staff got arrested for stalking and harassment of a politician.
Huh.
Yeah, and it's really fucked. But at the same time, I'm sitting here going, okay, so Jordies, you're a Labour commie shill who doesn't mind one bit when your political enemies, like people on the other side of the aisle as you, get into shit. Like, have you heard of Avi Yamini?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, it's another Australian YouTuber person. And yeah, he got arrested by Victoria Police for stirring shit up.
Shit, yes, I have heard of him. Like the way you pronounced it threw me off, but yeah, I have heard of him. Yeah.
Oh, yep. He's the guy that recorded what's his name? Jim Jordan? No. Another Australian comedian, like basically saying that, oh yes, I'm a chameleon.
Oh yeah, Jim Jeffries.
Jim Jeffries.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jim
that's how I
Jeffries.
first heard of him. And then
Yep,
later
yep,
on,
yep.
he recorded the based Hong Kong
It's Hong Kong. Yep.
based Hong Kong guy.
Don't just China. China is asshole.
He is like the most
That's him.
stereotypical fucking Chinese man ever. Like he's wearing the Affliction T-shirt and the fucking jeans. He's got the spiky hair and the sunglasses.
He's got the aviator glasses.
Yeah,
Yep.
Donald Trump, no trust China. China is asshole.
Asshole. Yeah, it's good shit. But,
I love that guy.
Yeah. Dude, that guy's probably dead.
Sadly, he probably is because
He probably is.
He wasn't wearing a mask. He didn't have the digi face paint to throw off the facial recognition cameras. Like he's probably been organ harvested.
Yep. Unfortunately, and people found his YouTube channel, and he hasn't uploaded shit in there for years at this point.
That guy was a YouTuber.
Yeah, there was. I can't remember now, but yeah, they found his YouTube channel, and pretty much he stopped uploading like a couple months after that incident, and it's just been like a couple years at least. So,
surprised Xu Shidong hasn't been disappeared yet.
There's actually quite a funny thing. There's always a protest. Well, it's like a small scale protest of 10 people, in front of the Chinese consulate in Melbourne, and then there's like this giant fucking banner that they wave in Mandarin and English saying, China stop, CCP stop oppressing the Falun Gong. It's just funny. These people are so dedicated. They're there, I think, pretty much every day from 9 to about midday. That's dedication.
Yeah, that is dedication. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't really know much about what's going on over in Australia, but China's trying to get its fingers in deep over there, right? Like it's buying up land.
China pretty much owns half of Australia.
Yeah, I knew it was something ridiculous.
If not that. I mean, I'm one of our biggest ports, which is Port Melbourne, near where I live, right? Like the actual port is about 20 minutes away from where I live, and it got sold recently, either sold or leased. And guess the company that leased it.
Chinese Tencent.
It's probably owned by Tencent, but yeah, it's a Chinese company of some kind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, they all find their way back to Tencent. So
yeah, pretty much. But yeah. So this whole thing with Friendly Jordies is so one of his staff got arrested for pretty much exposing dirt on a politician who looks like he's actually dirty. Right? Like there's actual evidence of corruption there, but at the same time, because of the way that he's treated everyone else, who's been ragging about free speech for a while, it's like it couldn't have happened to a better person. It's one of those cases where you're like, oh, I would feel sorry for you, but no, fuck you. You kind of encouraged this thing in the first place.
Yeah, that's why, as much as I hate it when anybody gets canceled, I don't care when lefties get canceled because this is the world they made.
Yeah, you made your bed. You made everyone else try to live in it. Now live in it.
Yep. Now when who's that Oh God, who's that one thick YouTuber? She's not like when I say thick, I mean with two C's. Like she's Lindsay something, Lindsay Ellis.
Which one? I no clue.
Anyway, she's a hardcore lefty that got canceled. Got canceled by from what I'm probably just butchering the story, but she got canceled by BreadTube, and I'm just like, I
That's
just chuckle at her.
yeah. I mean, if she is, as as much of an source of protein as you suggest, then yeah, BreadTube would have a real feast with her.
Well, she's like I said, when I say she's thick, I mean I don't know. Let me look her up right fast. Lindsay Ellis. I misspelled the fuck out of that, but I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, this picture that she has, she doesn't look too thick in it, but I think it's an old pic. I think she's gained a lot of weight. It doesn't matter. I'm talking shit about her physical appearance. It's probably just the way her camera sits on her. I don't know. The point is,
she
never
heard of her. So.
Yeah, the point is, I've heard the name around. She got for whatever. She's a lefty. I don't give a shit. I just assumed that she was just another Lacey Green. Like, oh, okay, another dipshit lefty. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she got canceled recently for some shit I don't know about. Like I don't know what she did, but apparently she pissed off the wrong people, and now they're all coming after her.
Oh well. It's funny because like the people who get pissed off like get more and more concentrated about what they get pissed off about. It's always the case with purity spirals, I guess. But I don't know. Like I mean, I do appreciate some form of gatekeeping, but there is a line between gatekeeping and purity spiraling, right?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I'd suggest keeping like people such as I don't know Nick Fuentes out of the fucking conversation because
yeah, well, I mean, when the dude straight up admits the only reason why I don't say I'm a white nationalist is because of optics. It's just like, dude, you fucked your optics right there. Like everybody, like that quote is never going to go away. Now everybody knows you're a white you actually are a honest to goodness white nationalist.
Well, it's not even just that. Like, I mean, people like, for example, white nationalists. I mean, I don't think he uses the label, but let's say Jared Taylor.
Yeah.
People like him, I appreciate in the conversation because he's not just doing it for the memes. Like, there's actual thought behind the shit that he's putting out. Like, Nick Fuentes to me is he's a more what do you say it? He's a more organized Hunter Avalon, I guess.
Yeah, I like to think of him as
he does have a bit of a grifter fucking vibe to him, and it's just I don't know.
He's a bit of like, to use a kind of a gaming term. I guess Nick Fuentes does have a purpose. He's a bit of a tank. He draws a lot of aggro. Like, he says some outrageous shit, and everybody's so focused on him that other people can have conversations and not have to worry about people paying attention to them.
Mm-hmm. Because fair enough.
That's just me kind of riffing on it, but so maybe he does serve some kind of purpose, but and I mean he's also like our own kind of like most lolcows are lefties. We have our own right wing lolcow. Well, if you get on Kiwi Farms, there are a ton of right wing lolcows, but yeah, like Sargon. Well, Sargon basically considers himself pretty much center right at this point. So like Sargon's on there. He's on the Kiwi Farms. He's a lolcow. Aiden Paladin's a lolcow. Which I was digging around Kiwi Farms the other day, and I actually read Aiden Paladin Kiwi Farms, and of course I'm sure it's a lot of like over dramatized bullshit that didn't really go down the way it is. But if you were to take Kiwi Farms at their word, she sounds awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sounds terrible. Like, just if you ever want a good read, go read Kiwi Farms because it's a lot like Encyclopedia Dramatica, but it's not nearly as embellished. Like, there's clearly some embellishment going on, but this is really just a list of stupid shit these people have done.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I don't know. I liked I stopped watching her a while back, but like I liked her. I guess like hour-long presentations on shit. Like just sort of having it, like this was when I had my fish and chip shop, so just have it in the background while I'm making potato cakes or something. It was quite nice. But yeah, I stopped watching her in 2019 or so, I think. I don't even know why, to be honest.
I only just discovered her less than a year ago. When CRT first started, or when her CRT videos first started coming around, they started popping up in my suggested to start checking it out. And then I got to looking around and found out that she showed her boobs off on Pole. So I was just like, okay, I'm subbing to this chick.
Yeah, I heard about that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's possible, obviously, that it's not really her, but it probably is. She admits she used to be
Yeah.
well, I mean, that's how she got like more or less debuted on YouTube was she was representing Pole in a debate against Destiny. And it was I didn't watch the whole thing because Aiden at one, Aiden's not good in debate, period, and she'll say that
Yep.
herself. And two,
Yeah.
she was it was election night and she had clearly been drinking.
Oh, I see.
She was
Okay.
stumbling all over herself. It was bad. It was really bad. And of course, Destiny was stone cold sober, and he was gish galloping and doing his Destiny shtick. So talking
I don't know.
too goddamn fast, constantly moving the goalposts.
Mhm.
Destiny stuff. Destiny stuff.
Destiny stuff, which is hilarious because Vosh pretty much does the same thing, but at an even more retarded level.
Yeah, see, at the very least, Destiny can operate in good faith with people who he knows isn't going to give him any shit. Like he can sit down and have a conversation with Sargon, or he can sit down and have a conversation with. I mean, he chimps down the Sargon, but he can have like he did a debate with actual Justice Warrior Sean the other day, and he handled he conducted himself very, very well. He was a good showing. He clearly read a lot of the CRT stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and say he read all of it, but he clearly did some research at the very least.
Mhm.
And he didn't do his normal talk so fast you can't keep up. Goalpost shift. Constantly ask you 10 questions that you say is one question. None of his normal shit. So he can be tolerable, Destiny, at the very least. Like I can listen to Destiny debate somebody and not want to pull my fucking hair out. But
okay.
that's my biggest problem with BreadTube. Really, is that like it's not that they're commies. That's obviously a problem, but that's not the main issue.
It disqualifies them from humanity to start with. But anyway.
But like I'm willing to sit down and have a conversation with a commie. But the problem with BreadTube is that they're all just assholes. Like, there is no good faith on BreadTube. I've never seen a BreadTuber that operated in good faith. Ever.
Really? Okay.
I mean,
I'll take your word for it.
There might be one out there. I don't know, because I only know the really famous BreadTubers, the most famous ones, like Vosh and Surfs. Those are the two I always go on the most about. But
Hassan Piker.
Yeah, Hassan, he's the biggest one. It's just, but
I still don't understand how that guy's because he's got the following that he does. Because he's such a smooth brain fucking retard.
He's honestly, it's because he's pretty. He's a good looking dude.
For
a Turk,
yeah, I guess.
I was gonna say for a Turk,
he's got the typical sort of like Middle Eastern charm, I guess, if you can call it that.
Yeah, and I mean, you can he's had that really light skinned Turkish look, where he has one, like, even if both of his parents were Turkish, if he gets himself a white baby mama, that kid's gonna pass for white, like.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That kid's gonna pass for white, might have curly hair.
Yep.
But yeah, Hassan, I mean, like,
to look like a Jew.
Yeah. So Hassan, like I said, exactly. So, but yeah, like that's what it is because Hassan is the best looking dude in all of BreadTube, and
is he? Jesus,
probably.
That's
probably. I mean, Vosh looks like Vosh, and and
we don't need to say anything more about Vosh's looks. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And Destiny is.
And then fuck it, but like Surfs looks like Brendan Fraser. Lance from the Surfs, he looks like Brendan Fraser. Like
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, he looks like ugly old washed up Brendan Fraser. He doesn't look like young George of the Jungle fucking mummy Brendan Fraser. He looks like
okay.
He looks like
shitty.
Okay. He looks like
Fair
shitty
enough.
Brendan Fraser.
Because I'm like, I remember Brendan Fraser to be, quite a Chad, man. Like back in the day, like
he was. He had the fucking like Encino Man, dude. He was like, we are being so gay right now.
Yes,
we are being so fucking gay right now.
Yes, it's positively homosexual.